Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Charles and Vuitton's Good News Stories. So we have 5 good news stories for you this week. So here's our first one. Vermont. A new piece of legislature called the Food Waste Ban prohibits the disposal of compostable food waste like eggshells, coffee grinds, old bread, and fruit skins. While it's obviously difficult to enforce such a ban, Vermont is the first state to enact such a law. It's one objective of the state's overall plan to cut 50% of all trash that ends up in landfills. Story number 2. If you took pleasure in pursuing the funny pages, you may have decided that Gary Larson's legendary cartoon, The Far Side, was one of your favorites. Over the course of his 15-year career, Larson's iconic single-panel comics, which featured wacky views of life, often through the eyes of animals, were published in more than 1,900 newspapers, forever solidifying him as a beloved addition to our funny pages since 1995. Now, Far Side fans are rejoicing after Larson's published his first cartoon in 25 years. Story number 3. The largest city in Australia, Sydney, is now officially powered by 100% green energy thanks to the largest standalone renewables agreement for an Australian city council to date. The city of Sydney, which is home to 250,000 people, has begun sourcing all of its energy from 2 solar farms and the largest windmill farm in all of New South Wales. Good for Sydney. Story number 4. The thin, slippery layer of cartilage between the knees is magical stuff, strong enough to withstand a person's weight, but supple enough to cushion the joint during impact from decades of use. That combination of soft yet strong has been hard to reproduce in the lab, but now, Duke University researchers say they've created an experimental gel that's the first to match the strength and durability of the real thing. The material may look like a distant cousin of Jell-O, which it is, but it's incredibly strong. Although 60% water, a single quarter-sized disc can bear the weight of 100 pounds without tearing or losing its shape. So that's good news for those of us with bad knees. And story number 5. An enduring new movement for neighborly kindness is putting a benevolent twist on the game of Ding Dong Ditch. As means of cheering up American communities during the COVID-19 outbreaks, a mysterious group of do-gooders known as wine fairies have been leaving booze and treats on people's doorsteps. The first of the Sisterhood of Traveling Wine Facebook group was founded by a mom who wanted to spread the joy of leaving bottles of wine on doorsteps for strangers, friends, and neighbors. Well, she's more than welcome to leave some wine at our house. Those are our 5 good news stories for the week. If you have something you'd like to share, please let us know. Please hit the like button, please hit the share button, and we'll catch you next time on Charles and Vuitton's Good News Stories.